Good morning. My name's James Stanger. I'm an embryologist with more than 50 years experience, and I'm doing the short video takes for Ferdate's IVF Daily's YouTube channel. There are over 2,000 scientific publications occurring every year for IVF, and double or triple that when you take into account work in semen and human embryos. The aim of these short takes is to distill from a publication the key information couples need to be able to ask their gynecologist questions about their treatment. This particular publication was published in the Journal of Assisted Reproduction and Genetics in 2025 and looks at semen, human papillomavirus, and IVF. Insights into infection prevalence and embryological outcomes. So this study done from a group in Sweden looked at the human papillomavirus, HPV. It's the most common sexually transmitted infection and has been proposed as a potential factor in male infertility. The aim of this paper was to look at the prevalence of HPV in semen samples of men undergoing IVF and ask the question, does it affect the embryological outcome and treatment? The authors identified that HPV was found in 9% of all semen samples, and there was no difference in the semen parameters, that is the motility, the concentration and motility morphology of the semen sperm in samples that were HPV positive and HPV negative. There was some suggestion that HPV positive men had slightly higher motility that may have some influence of how the virus is binding to the sperm membrane. However, when you looked at the impact of the presence of HPV in semen samples and the outcome of embryology and IVF treatment, there was no difference at all between the samples that had HPV in it and ones that did not. So this paper very quickly just concluded that even though HPV is found in 10% of all samples undergoing IVF, its presence does not significantly impact fertilization or embryo development. And these findings suggest that routine HPV screening in semen samples may not be necessary for predicting IVF outcomes. So for couples coming through, if during their workup, the andrology lab identifies the presence of HPVs, or in the screening blood tests that often clinics do before treatment, or in any other way that it may be detected, one can feel fairly comfortable that the presence of HPV in the semen of samples of men will not impact the outcome of treatment. Thank you. Hope this has been of value. Bye.